The US is investigating the release of highly sensitive documents that are said to assess Israel's plans to attack Iran. Officials in Washington have concerns about what this could mean for Israel's war effort and the security of US intelligence.
Iranian missiles rained down on Israel on October 1st, retaliation for the death of Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. Israel vowed to respond to the attack, but a major security breach could derail those plans. Two classified U.S. documents reportedly assessing Israel's preparations for attacking Iran were leaked online over the weekend.
This is very bad for Israel. It's bad for the United States. We need to make sure our ties remain tight and safe.
The documents first appeared on the messaging app Telegram on Friday. They reportedly detail the movements of munitions, Israeli Air Force exercises, and preparations of Israeli drone units.
Here's what it doesn't do. It doesn't reveal the plan, it doesn't reveal the scale of the attack, and it doesn't reveal the timing.
A U.S. official told the Associated Press the documents appear to be legitimate U.S. intelligence reports meant to be shared with the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, consisting of the United States, Great Britain, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. U.S. authorities are now looking into whether these documents were intentionally released by someone or if they were obtained by another method, such as a cyber hack.
There's concern that there might be more intelligence out there that's already leaked that we haven't discovered, or perhaps the individual or individuals responsible may be planning to leak more intelligence.
The Pentagon says it is aware of reports on the leaked documents, but has not commented further on their authenticity.
Joining me live is Shadow Foreign Affairs Minister Simon Birmingham. Simon, good to have you on the program. So this information that was leaked was meant for Five Eyes partners only, which Australia is a member. How concerned are you over this intelligence leak?
Kenny, any leaking of intelligence or analysis of such a sensitive nature is deeply troubling. It does warrant full and careful investigation to make sure that the causes of such a leak and how it was accessed by others are closed off in the future. Whether this was from the result of hacking or a deliberate leak by an individual as from my understand of current reports, as yet unknown. But it's important the US does undertake those steps. As you said, the reports are also that these documents were apparently shareable across the Five Eyes network. So it's important from an Australian perspective to understand if they were shared, if there is any exposure in terms of whether they could have been leaked from Australia, and that our government needs to make sure that any steps there are taken to give absolute confidence that it could not have emanated from out of the Australian system in any way.
Yeah, that's important. Iran has sent a mission to the UN Security Council saying that the United States will bear full responsibility for its role in enabling acts of aggression by Israel against Iran, citing remarks by President Joe Biden in Berlin. What's the significance of Iran going to the UN in this manner, and is it likely to achieve anything?
Kenny, these types of claims and calls from Iran are frankly rank hypocrisy. Iran is the biggest destabilising force at play in the Middle East and, frankly, at play almost in the world, at least competing with Russia at present for that sad and sorry title. Iran's role in supporting Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthi rebels is all about creating chaos and dysfunction. They are absolutely clear in their desire to see Israel destroyed and, of course, to destroy the role and influence of the US across the rest of the world. And that is why we've been clear from a coalition perspective in Australia about the need for stronger action against Iran, that the Albanese government should be taking the lead of Canada, the US, and indeed what is being looked at in the EU as well, and the UK, around listing the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist organisation. And they should be faster in terms of the application of sanctions and other measures against the Iranian regime.
Yeah, just quickly, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken is heading to the region to try to get talks going again on a ceasefire. What are the chances, do you think, of anything like that happening at this point?
Well, I urge Hamas to release hostages and to surrender their remaining arms and terrorist capabilities, because that would achieve a ceasefire in Gaza that is so desperately needed by the Palestinian people there and could bring that conflict to an end. Equally, I urge the Lebanese authorities to engage comprehensively with Israel, with the United States, to try to achieve something that does ensure Lebanese authorities are in charge of their country and that they can work with Israel to remove that Hezbollah threat and ensure that people can live in southern Lebanon and northern Israel with the type of security and confidence that we all wish to see them have.
Australia will spend $7 billion over the decade to revolutionise its air and missile defence systems, announced last night by Defence Industry Minister Pat Conroy in Washington. But no timeline has been given on when the long-range missiles will be deployed on our warships. What's your thoughts on that?
Kenny, the announcement in and of itself is welcome, and achieving greater lethality, capability, long-range assets are all very welcome. They're things that the Coalition has been talking about through this course of the parliamentary term. But we've been calling for faster, greater, stronger action. The defence budget just hasn't been adjusted by the Albanese government in terms of additional investments to keep up with the rhetoric or the talk. And in relation to these commitments and this announcement, it's not the announcement that matters, it's how quickly they can be delivered and installed and give us that capability that matters.
Simon, Birmingham, appreciate your time. Thank you.